Today, we're installing your new Eco Battery lithium battery for a YAMAHA Drive or G29. Your battery bundle should include the following items: an Eco Battery lithium battery, charger, optional DC to DC 12-volt converter, CAN LCD meter, a YAMAHA Drive charge port, and a YAMAHA mounting bracket. Turn the key to the off position. Block the cart and set the parking brake to prevent the cart from rolling. Remove the seat by tilting and lifting it straight up. Place the run tow switch in the tow position. Photograph the existing battery compartment. Identify and label the main positive cables, main negative cables, and any additional wiring associated with the batteries. Using a 14mm socket, remove the main negative and main positive cables from the batteries. Remove the remaining cables connecting the batteries. Carefully remove the batteries. If your battery compartment is dirty, take the opportunity to clean the area. Disconnect the charge port and remove the faceplate. Remove the 4 charge port screws. Remove the charge port. Install the 3 J-nuts and securely mount the EB charging port with the supplied hardware. Securely mount the Eco Battery charger in a location safe from direct water spray. Maintain at least 6 inches of open space from the fan. Connect the gray Quick Connect connector to the corresponding connector on the charging port. If your cart has lights or 12-volt accessories, install the 12-volt converter using the 12-volt converter quick start guide and the provided diagram. The guide is linked in the description below. Install the DC to DC converter in a convenient location. Run the meter harness through the battery compartment, underneath the cart, and up to the dash. Remove and retain the screw holding the cup holder in place and open the dash. Disconnect the dash power harness, strip the orange cable, and install a spade connection. Add a T-tap spade connection to the red wire with a white stripe on the key harness. Connect the orange wire and reconnect the harness. Decide which method you would prefer to use to mount your battery meter. A few examples are shown. Method 1. Flush mount. Find a suitable location for the LCD battery meter. Before cutting any holes, ensure that you can route the meter cable to this location and that there is sufficient clearance behind the meter. Use a 2 to 1/16 inch hole saw, 52mm, to cut the hole for the meter, or use the optional mounting bracket not included to mount the meter. To show the process, we will repeat these steps on and off the cart. Place your battery meter bracket to the back of the meter. Attach the supplied nuts. Plug the battery meter harness into the back of the meter. Then, fully secure your battery meter to the bracket. Method 2. Optional mounting bracket. Find a suitable location for the LCD battery meter. Before cutting any holes, ensure that you can route the meter cable to this location and that there is sufficient clearance behind the meter. Cut a hole large enough to route your harness connections. Use the optional meter mounting bracket and hardware to mount the meter. Method 3. Steering column mount. Clamp the steering column mount at your desired height. Cut a hole in your dash to run your harness connections through. Make sure your harness can reach the battery meter. Then, fully secure your battery meter to the bracket. Then, route the cable to the back of the LCD meter and connect both white connectors to the back. Reinstall the cup holder and screw. Install the battery mounting bracket on the passenger side with the J-hook bolts and the 5/16 nuts and washers. Install the center rod into the bracket. Ensure the battery is off by pressing and releasing the power button until the green LED is off. Align the center hole in the battery over the outer mounting location and place the battery on the bracket. Locate the top mount plate and 3/8 nut. Install the mounting plate over the rod and secure it using the 3/8 nut. Torque to 10 foot-pounds, 120 inch-pounds. Do not over-tighten. Connect the DC to DC wire harness to the DC to DC converter. Make sure that the connector snaps securely. Let's take a look at the connections on the converter harness. The small yellow wire connects to the main battery positive. The small black wire connects to the main battery negative. The larger red and black wires connect to your positive and negative 12-volt accessories. And finally, the orange wires should be connected to a key-on power source. Referencing your 12-volt converter guide, complete the DC to DC wiring. Each cart is different depending on the model and accessories. In some instances, you may need additional connectors, distribution blocks, or tools to complete the installation. If you have questions, please contact your dealer. Route the charger cables towards the battery. Connect the main negative and associated negative wires to the battery. Cables and wires should be stacked in order of highest load to lowest load, with the cables carrying the highest load placed closest to the terminal. Terminal bolts should be tightened no more than 8 foot-pounds, or 72 inch-pounds. Connect the main positive and associated power wires to the battery. Install the terminal covers. Connect the LCD meter harness to the battery, making sure to align the alignment tab on the battery and 90-degree connector. Connect the charger CAN cable to one of the 2 CAN connectors on the meter cable. It does not matter which connector you use on the meter cable. Secure any loose wires and cables. Double-check all wiring. If you're not 100% sure all wiring is correct, do not power on the battery. If you're confident the wiring is correct, power on the battery by pressing the on-off button. Once the button is lit green, the battery is on and power is available. Turn the tow run switch to run. Reinstall the seat. Test the cart to ensure it moves when the throttle is pressed. Check the 12-volt accessory function. Charge the battery fully before any extended driving. The LCD meter will self-calibrate to 100% after the first complete charge cycle. Note: the power button must be turned on while charging and discharging. Please refer to our user manual for additional information about the operation and care of your Eco Battery lithium battery.